Good afternoon, students. Today we are discussing about the second page. In that, problem number 7. Find the derivatives. Find the derivatives of the following functions. The following functions from the first principles. From the first principles. Problem number 7, that is tan 2x. See here is a what is given f of x equals to tan 2x. Now what is f of x plus h equals to tan 2 into x plus h. By using first principle, what is that? Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now see here, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h means what, that is tan of 2 into x plus h minus what is f of x, tan 2x by what, h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0. Tan theta means what, that is sin by cos. Sin 2 into x plus h by cos 2 into x plus h minus tan 2x means what, that is sin 2x by cos 2x by what, h. Now here listen. This is equals to limit h tends to 0. So what is the LCM here? Cos 2 of x plus h into cos 2x. Now here what we are getting here, sin 2 of x plus h into what, cos 2x minus cos of 2 into x plus h into sin 2x by what, h. Now here this is equals to limit h tends to 0. This in which form? Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. What is the formula? Sin a minus b. Now this is equals to what? Sin a minus b. What is a here? 2x plus 2h minus what is b here? 2x. By what? Cos of 2x plus 2h into cos 2x into what, h. Now see here, limit h tends to 0. Plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled. Then sin 2h by what? Now cos sin 2h by h we are writing into what, that is 1 by cos of 2x plus 2h into what, 1 by cos 2x. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 sin 2h by h into 1 by cos of 2x plus h means what, that is 0 into what, 1 by cos 2x. Now this is which form? Sin ax by x. See, already we know that the limit x tends to 0. Sin ax by x equals what, that is a. Now sin 2h by h means what, that is 2 into 1 by cos 2x into 1 by cos 2x. Now this is equals to what, 2 into 1 by cos 2x whole square means what, that is cos square 2x. Now 2 by cos square 2x. Now 1 by cos square theta is nothing but what, that is secant square theta. Now we have 2 into secant square 2x. Now this is our required answer. So now this is very important for 4 marks. Listen once again here. What is given here? Find the derivative of the following by using the first principle. What is given here? F of x equals to tan 2x. What is f of x plus h equals to what? Tan 2 into x plus h. By using first principle here, what is the first principle here? F dash of x equals to what? Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now we have limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h equals what, that is tan 2 into x plus h minus what is f of x, tan 2x by h. Tan theta means what, that is sin by cos minus sin by cos by what, h. So limit h tends to 0. Sin 2 into x plus h cos 2x minus cos 2 into x plus h sin 2x by what, cos 2 into x plus h into cos 2x into what, h. Now limit h tends to 0. This in which form? The numerator sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. What is the formula? Sin a minus b. What is a here? 2x plus 2h minus what is b here? 2x. Now cos of 2x plus 2h into cos 2x into h. Plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled here. Limit h tends to 0. Sin 2h by h into what, 1 by cos 2x plus 2h into 1 by cos 2x. Now see here, limit h tends to 0. Sin 2h by h into 1 by cos 2x plus h means what, that is 0 into what, 1 by cos 2x. Now here 2 into 1 by cos 2x into 1 by cos 2x, that is what, 1 by cos square 2x. 1 by cos theta means what, that is secant square theta means what, that is 2 into secant square 2x. Now ddx of tan 2x means what we are getting here, 2 into secant square 2x. That is. See the next problem. Next, problem number 8, cot x. Now see, given f of x equals to cot x. Now f of x plus h equals to cot of x plus h. Now by using the first principle, the first principle, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now this is equals to, what is f of x plus h here? Cot of x plus h minus f of x means cot x by h. Now this is equals to limit x tends to 0. So see here, limit h tends to 0. Cot x plus h. Cot theta means what? That is cos by sin. Now cot x means what? Cos x by sin x. By what? H. Now this is equals to limit h tends to 0. Now what is the LCM here? Cos of x plus h into sin x minus sin of x plus h into cos x by what? Sin of x plus h into sin x into what? That is h. Now here see, this is in which form? Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. What is the formula? That is equals to limit x tends to 0. Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b is equals to what? That is sin a minus b. Now here sin x minus, what is d here? X plus h by what? Sin of x plus h into sin x into h. Now here limit h tends to 0. Sin of plus x minus h by what? Sin of x plus h into sin x into h. Here see, this x minus x gets cancelled here. Limit h tends to 0. Sin of minus h by what? Sin of x plus h into sin x into h. This is in which form? Sin of minus theta. Sin of minus theta equals what? That is minus sin theta. Now here limit h tends to 0 minus sin h by what? Sin of, here see, h into 1 by sin of x plus h into sin x. Now here minus limit h tends to 0 sin h by h into 1 by sin of x plus h into sin x. Now see here, this is equals to minus limit h tends to 0. Already we know the formula, that is sin x by x. Limit h tends to 0. The limit x tends to 0 sin x by x. Now this is equals to 1. So now what we are getting here? Minus limit h tends to 0 sin x by x means what? That is what we are getting into what? Limit h tends to 0 1 by sin of x plus h into sin x. So now what we are getting here? This is equals to minus 1 into, substitute in place of h, what is that? 0. So what we are getting here? 1 by sin of x plus, what is h here? H is nothing but 0 into what? Sin x. Now here minus 1 by sin x into sin x. Now this is equals to minus 1 by sin x into sin x. How much that is? Sin square x. Sin square x. Now here minus 1 into 1 by sin square x is nothing but what that is? Cosecant square x. Now this is equals to minus cosecant square x. Now what is the formula for finding ddx of cot x is equals to what? Minus cosecant square x. Now this is the formula by using the first principle. See here is a once again here. What is given here? Given f of x equals to cot x. F of x plus h equals to what that is? Cos of x plus h. By using the first principle here, limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x by what? H. See now, limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h means what? That is cot x plus h minus cot x by what? H. Cot theta means what? That is cos by sin. Now here cos x plus h by sin x plus h minus cot x means what? That is cos x by sin x by h. Now limit h tends to 0. Cos x plus h into sin x minus sin x plus h into cos x by what? Sin x plus h into sin x into h. Now see, limit h tends to 0. This is which form? Sin a cos b minus cos a sin. What is the formula? That is equals to sin a minus b. Now a is nothing but what? That is x minus what is b here? B is nothing but what? X plus h. By what? Sin x plus h into sin x into h. Now here limit h tends to 0. Sin of x. Now this is multiplied with what? Minus x minus h. By what? Sin x plus h into sin x into h. Now here limit h tends to 0. Sin of plus x minus x gets cancelled here. Minus h by sin x plus h into sin x into h. Now this is which form? Sin of minus theta. What is the formula? That is equals to minus sin theta. This minus sin h by h into 1 by sin x plus h into 1 by sin x. Now here minus limit h tends to 0. Sin h by h into 1 by sin x plus h into sin x. Now here minus 1 into limit 1 by sin x plus h into sin x. So now what we are getting here? Minus 1 by sin x plus h means what? That is 0. Sin x into sin x is nothing but sin square x. Now minus 1 by sin square x means what? That is 1 by sin square x is nothing but cosecant square x minus cosecant square x. We are getting the formula for ddx of cot x by using the first principle. This is also important for 4 marks. Next C. Problem number 9, that is secant 3x. What is given here? F of x equals to secant 3x. Now of x plus h means secant 3 into x plus h. Now here by using the first principle, what is that? F dash of x equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0. What is f of x plus h here? Secant 3 into x plus h minus what is f of x here? Secant 3x by what? H. Now this is equals to limit h tends to 0. Secant theta means what? That is 1 by cos 3 into x plus h. Secant 3x means what? That is 1 by cos 3x by what? H. Now see here, limit h tends to 0. Now what is the LCM here? Cos of 3 into x plus h into cos 3x. Now see here, cos 3x minus cos 3 into x plus h into what? H. See now this is equals to limit h tends to 0. This is which form? Cos c minus cos b. First we have to write the formula cos c minus cos d. What is the formula? That is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Now here this is equals to what? Limit h tends to 0 minus 2 sin, what is c here? 3x plus d means what? 3x plus 3h by 2 into what? Sin c minus d by 2 means 3x minus 3x minus 3h by 2 by what? Cos of 3 into x plus h into cos 3x into h. Now see here, minus 2 into limit h tends to 0 sin of 3x plus 3x, that is 6x plus 3h by 2 into sin of plus 3x minus 3x, let's cancel, minus 3h by 2 by what? Cos of 3 into x plus h into cos 3x into h. Now here see, minus 2 limit h tends to 0 sin of 6x means what? That is 2 we are getting common and 3x we are getting common. Okay, I will write as it is 6x plus 3h by 2 into this is sin of minus 3h by 2. So sin of minus theta, that is what? Minus sin theta. Then minus into minus plus. So now by cos of 3 into x plus h into cos 3h into h. Now here, we can write here limit h tends to 0 sin of 6x plus 3h by 2 into what, that is sin 3h by 2 by cos of 3 into x plus h into cos 3h into what, h. 2 from this side and h by 2. Now here substitute in place of h, that is 0 sin 6x plus 0 by 2 by what, cos 3 into x plus h, that is 0 cos 3 into 0 into what, sin 3h by 2 by h by 2. Now we have see what we are getting here. Sin 6x by 2 means what, that is sin 3x by what, cos 3x into cos 0 degrees 1. Now see here, limit h tends to 0 sin 3h by 2 by h by 2. This is what, sin 3x by cos 3x is, that is tan 3x into, or we can write sin 3x by x means what, that is 3 here, 3 into tan 3x. See now, is an answer in this problem. What is given here? Secant 3x is given. F of x equals to secant 3x. What is f of x plus h? Is secant 3 into x plus h. By using the first principle, secant 3x plus h minus secant 3x by h. Secant theta equals to 1 by cos theta. Now secant theta means 1 by cos theta by h. What is the LCM here? Cos 3x minus cos 3 into x plus h by what, cos 3 into x plus h into cos 3x into h. Now limit h tends to 0. It's in which form? Cos c minus cos d. What is the formula? That is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2 into what, cos 3 into x plus h into cos 3x into h. Now minus 2 into limit sin 3x plus 3x out of that is 6x plus 3h by 2 into sin of 3x minus 3x is cancel minus 3h by 2 into here cos of 3x plus h into cos 3x, this is not h, into h minus 2 into limit h tends to 0 sin 6x plus 3h by 2 into sin plus 3x minus 3x gets cancelled, then sin minus 3h by 2 by what, cos 3 into x plus h into cos 3x into h. Now we have minus into minus plus. Now 2 into limit h tends to 0 sin of 6x plus 3h by 2 into sin 3h by 2 into what, cos 3 into x plus h into cos 3x into h. limit h tends to 0, sin 6x plus 3h by 2 into sin 3h by 2 by cos 3 into x plus h to cos 3x into h by 2. So substitute in place of h, that is 0, sin 6x plus 0 by 2 cos 3 into x plus 0 into 1 by cos 3x to sin 3h by 2 by h by 2. Now here sin 3x by cos 3x into 1 into, not 1 here, this is what, cos square 3x. Limit h tends to 0, sin 3h by 2 into h by 2. This is the value of 3 here. Now here sin by cos means what, that is tan, into 1 by cos means what, that is secant. Now here 3 tan 3x into secant 3x. This is our required answer. See here what is given here. F of x equals to x sin x. What is f of x plus h? Now x plus h into sin x plus h. Using the first principle, what is that? Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now this is h tends to 0. What is f of x plus h? X plus h into sin of x plus h minus what is f of x? X sin x by what? H. Now see here. Limit h tends to 0, x plus h into sin of x plus h by h minus limit h tends to 0, x sin x by h. Now we substitute in place of h, that is h equals to 0. Limit h tends to 0, x plus h by h into what? Sin x plus h minus limit h tends to 0, x into sin x by h. Now we are seeing what we are getting here. Substitute in place of h, that is what x we are getting common. Limit h tends to 0, h we are getting common 1 plus x by h by what? H. Now h x cancel here into what? Sin x plus h minus limit h tends to 0, x into sin x by h. This is equals to see here what is given here, x into sin x. This is f of x. What is f of x plus h here? X plus h into sin x plus h. Now we are limit h tends to 0. X plus h into sin x plus h minus f of x means for x sin x by h. Now see here, now this is multiplied with the x into sin x plus h plus h into sin x plus h minus x sin x by h. Now see here, limit h tends to 0. X we are getting common, then sin x plus h minus sin x plus h into sin x plus h by what? H. Now see here, limit h tends to 0. Now we are x by h into, this is which form? Sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d. What is the formula here? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Plus h by h into sin of x plus h. Now see here, limit h tends to 0, x by h into 2 into cos x plus x, that is 2x plus h by 2 into what? Sin plus x minus x, let's cancel, then h by 2 plus h gets cancelled here, sin x plus h. Now see here, limit h tends to 0 x into cos of 2x plus h by 2 into sin h by 2 into h 2 comes below, that is h by 2 plus what sin x plus h. Now we are limit h tends to 0 x into cos of 2x plus h by 2 into sin h by 2 by h by 2 plus what sin of x plus h. This is equals to limit h tends to 0 x into cos of 2x plus h by 2 into sin x by x means what, that is 1 plus what limit h tends to 0 sin of x plus h x into cos of 2x, what is h here, 0 by 2 plus limit h tends to 0 sin of x plus h. This is in which form, say x into cos 2x by 2 2x by 2 plus what h tends to 0 means, that is sin x plus j. X into 2 gets cancelled, then cos x plus sin x. So now this is our required answer. See result, what is given here? X sin x by x sin x is given. This is our given function. What is f of x? That is equals to x sin x. F of x plus h means x plus h into sin x plus h. By using the first principle, f dash of x equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Limit h tends to 0. What is f of x plus h here? X plus h into sin x plus h minus what is f of x? X into sin x by h. Limit h tends to 0. X sin x plus h plus h sin x plus h minus x sin x by what? H. Limit h tends to 0. X into sin x plus h minus sin x. X we are getting common plus h into sin x plus h by h. Now see here, this is equals to limit h tends to 0. This is which form? Sin c minus sin d. What is the formula here? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2 plus what? H by h into sin x plus h. Now here limit h tends to 0. X by h into 2 into cos x plus x. How much that is? 2x plus h by 2 into sin h by 2 plus sin x plus h. H is cancelled. Now here limit h tends to 0. X into cos 2x plus h by 2 into sin h by 2 by h2 goes down, that is h by 2. Now here plus sin x plus h. Now limit h tends to 0. X into cos 2x plus h by 2 to sin h by 2 by h by 2 plus sin x plus h. Now limit h tends to 0. X into cos 2x plus h by 2 sin x by x means what, that is 1. As limit h tends to 0 sin x plus h. Now here x into cos 2x, h means what, that is 0 by 2 plus limit h tends to 0 sin x plus h. Now x into cos 2x by 2 is sin x plus 0. X into cos x plus sin x. This is our required answer. Given f of x equals to cos square x, f of x plus h equals to cos square into x plus h, by using the first principle, what is that, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h by f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now f dash of x equals to, what is f of x plus h? Cos square into x plus h minus, what is f of x? Cos square x by h. Now see here, this is in which form? Cos square a minus cos square b. What is the formula here? Sin a plus b into sin a minus b. Now sin a plus b into sin a minus by what, h. Here what, that is limit h tends to 0. So now sin x plus x means what, that is 2x plus h into sin plus x minus x gets cancelled by h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0, sin of 2x plus h into sin h by h. Now see, limit h tends to 0, sin 2x plus h, and next one limit h tends to 0, sin h by h. Now here substitute in place of h1, that is 0, sin 2x plus 0 into, already we know the formula, that is limit x tends to 0, sin x by x equals what, that is 1. Now here sin 2x into 1. Now this is equals to what, sin 2x. So now listen once again here. What is given here? F of x equals to cos square x, f of x plus h, cos square into x plus h. By using the first principle, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now f dash of x equals to limit h tends to 0. Now f of x plus h means what? Cos square x plus h minus f of x means cos square x by h. Cos square a minus cos square b. What is the formula here? Sin a plus b into sin a minus b. This is what? Cos square b minus cos square a. Now here sin a plus b into sin a minus b. So here what we are getting here, a minus b means what? That is minus x minus h. Now here plus x minus x gets cancelled here. Sin of minus h means minus we are getting. Now here minus limit h tends to 0 sin 2x plus h into sin of minus h. Here we are applying the formula, that is what? Sin of minus theta equals to minus sin theta minus limit h tends to 0 sin 2x plus h into sin h by h minus limit h tends to 0 sin 2x plus h into sin h by h minus limit h tends to 0 sin 2x plus h into limit h tends to 0 sin h by h minus sin 2x plus h means what? That is 0. Sin h by h means what? 1 minus sin 2x. This is our required answer. ddx of cos square x means what? That is 2 into cos x. ddx of cos x means what? That is minus sin x. The minus 2 sin x cos x is nothing but what? That is, already we know the formula, that is sin x into minus 2 into sin x into cos x, that is what? Minus sin 2x. This is our required answer. Find the derivatives of the following functions. Of the following functions. 1 minus x root x by 1 plus x root x. X greater than 0. See the solution given 1 minus x root x by 1 plus x root x. Now see here ddx of 1 minus x root x by 1 plus x root x. This is considered as u and this is considered as v. Now we have ddx of u by v. What is the formula? V into ddx of u minus u into ddx of v by what? V square. What is v? 1 plus x root x into ddx of 1 minus x root x minus 1 minus x root x into ddx of 1 plus x root x by what? 1 plus x root x whole square. Now here 1 plus x root x, now ddx of 1 is 0 minus ddx of x root x. X into root x is what is the power 1 by 2 minus 1 minus x root x into ddx of 1 is constant 0 ddx of x root x by 1 plus x root x whole square. Now we have 1 plus x root x into x power 3 by 2 ddx of x power 3 by 2 minus 1 minus x root x ddx of x power 3 by 2 by 1 plus x root x whole square. See which form ddx of x power n form means n into x power n minus 1 minus 1 minus x root x. Here also say n into x power n minus 1 by 1 plus x root x whole square. 1 plus x root x into minus 3 by 2 into x power 1 by 2 minus 1 minus x root x into 3 by 2 into x power 1 by 2 by 1 plus x root x whole square. Now see here what we are getting common here 3 by 2 into root x we are getting common minus 1 minus x root x minus 1 plus x root x by 1 plus x root x whole square. Minus plus gets cancelled here. Minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 into 3 by 2 into root x by 1 plus x root x whole square. You see the final answer is minus 3 root x by 1 plus x root x whole square. That is our required answer. Tomorrow we see the remaining problem.